What's going on, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? Billy, I told y'all before the season, everybody, you're a witness. I said it over and over. We was going 7-5, didn't I?
You said that, Bobby. You said that. You also said we was going 15-0.
Yeah, but you're not joking with that.
Well, I know, but I mean, I said we was going to go undefeated some point of the year, and we did. We don't lose in November, and that's what happened, man. We were 5-0.
Well, everybody was laughing at us about week 3. All the Georgia fans came on the channel laughing, and I stuck with it. They made fun of me, Billy, but who's laughing now?
I knew it was going to happen, man. Trust in what we're trying to do and continue, man. Don't give up on the team just that early, man. I mean, it was a long season, so, it came out, and look at us now. We're going bowling.
Well, I have to admit, I didn't know we was going to go the haunted house, wrong turn in West Virginia route to get to 7-5. But we're here. We're going bowling. Everybody talks about they want to play Penn State. I don't know if I want to play Penn State. I want to get us a good, decent team that we can whoop up on for recruiting and practice and all that. I don't know if I want to step to the woodshed with Penn State. And maybe Michigan. Who do you want to play?
I mean, I really don't care who they play. I mean, I don't care if we play Alabama again. I want to compete. I don't care if we go play. The Chicago Bears. It's bowl season, and that's what we want. We want to play the best competition. I don't want to have a revenge game type thing. I don't want to see Penn State, the negativity that comes around that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
So I want a happy bowl. I want these kids to have fun. That's what the bowls is all about. Also I want us to win. I don't want us to go get a team that's really good that shouldn't even be playing like a 7-5 team. Somebody like Penn State. In a sense.
Yeah.
Iowa. These teams are really good. I mean.
I think no joke. I don't know if
there's some good teams out there, man. It's a lot of 6 and 17 teams that are really good, and I show you that list, and you couldn't believe some of those people.
Yeah,
it's a lot of good teams that's available. So it's going to be a tough pick for the bowl. To pick whoever they play Tennessee.
Well, at least we're going to a bowl game. How much does this bowl game help the team for next year?
Bobby, it's huge, man. You're talking about 15 additional practices, man. You also get your early enrollees practice time with the older guys. Something that these kids haven't seen. And you get to see who you really got if these kids are going to be able to compete coming in next season.
Yeah.
So it's huge, man. You got an early time to practice 15 more times, and rather than being on the road recruiting, these coaches can teach what they got, like these early kids, and also get ready to prepare for next season.
Well, it's been a roller coaster ride. We've been set up here every ball game at the Tap House on Peters Road. They've been great to us. The food is fabulous. I tell you what, I think they've got the best pizza in all of Knoxville. I don't know. There's some guys that probably go fight with me over that place, that joint over at Oak Ridge. What's his name? But anyway, they got, Big Ed's. They got good pizza here. They got a great brunch on Sundays. That's where we're at. But this roller coaster, I have to admit, I lost a little faith about midway through the season. I didn't think we was going to go bowling. Come on, be honest with me, Billy.
I mean, you did. I'm going to tell you, be honest with you. I mean, I didn't. What I was wanting, I kept asking for it. Coaches got to go back to being basic. Keep it simple. And that's what they start doing in November. Once they start doing that, getting the ball to their playmakers, and it worked out. And I'm still kind of mad now, the fact that the interview we had with Joe Riggs, and when he told us what we need to be doing, getting those running backs and find the running backs. And
I didn't even think about that.
I know. I mean, we finally saw a glimpse of what we actually can do if we run the ball.
And you stuck with JG all season. Everybody was throwing him under the bus. Hey, rightfully so. He does some stupid,
Most definitely.
But you didn't think he was Peyton Manning or anything, but you just thought that he gave us the best chance to win.
Most definitely. I don't understand. Everybody see flashes with those freshmen. I'm not taking anything away from those guys. It comes to the point where I say this, and it's always going to be this way. They didn't have enough hours. You got to have hours and time to prepare and understand that playbook and get it. And yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, Gary Turner had just started learning the playbook just like those guys did, but he had already seen college level situations.
Yeah.
You know, he's already seen these things. You know, these freshmen, they're gonna do a lot more mistakes than a veteran would do. I mean, JG hold the ball too long, but guess what? He still got the job done. Some of those games, I ain't blaming it on the quarterback. There's some other things that happened that we lost those first two ball games, man. Coaching, running backs, offensive line, team is what it is.
Yeah, but 500,000 expert fans can't all be wrong.
Hey, you know how that is, Bobby. Everybody is a coach and a referee every game. So
Speaking of freshmen, we need to get G back on the show talking bad about them running backs again, like in about 2.5 more weeks, because was that not a performance? How many yards did he have?
What was it, 246?
Golly.
25 carries? I mean, that's what you do, man. You give it to a horse. If he's hot, keep riding him.
He had half as many yards last night as Chandler had up until the Gerald Riggs interview. He had 597.
That's true, man. That's amazing, man. I mean, I don't know if
how many touchdowns did he have?
He had 3 touchdowns, man. I mean, that's
and that's how many Chandler had up until then.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. So I mean, I always knew we had some good running backs. The talent was there. It's just how we get it to them and how the offensive line box for them. So it's you know, we still struggled a lot yesterday. You know, I'm blaming it on the weather. I'm also blaming it on the offensive coordinator. You know, some of the play calling we're doing is not necessary. I understand we still got to execute when we go out there, but it is a hot mess out there. Let's line up and run behind 73.
Well, I need to know who to blame, because somebody owes me $1,600 for messing up my parlay. Who's to blame, Billy?
Oh, man. I'm about to say we're going to have to blame it on the rain.
That sounds like a song in the making. Man, they didn't even score hardly anything that second half. What happened?
Man, it was just...
You think that rain delay really just took it out of them?
I mean, the rain delay was automatic. The game was over with, man. I mean, once that happened, the rain delay, I don't think, you know, the rhythm was gone. I mean, it hadn't even started and the rhythm is gone, because the guys are excited to play Vanderbilt. And you got a little delay then, and then we got another delay. You know, it's, 3 delays?
Yeah.
You know, and that hurts when you got delays, man. The rhythm is out of sync, so that made a difference in you losing all that money, man.
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. That's all right that I lost the money, because we own the state of Tennessee. We're the rulers of the state of Tennessee. I got some Vanderbilt people that watch me. I just want to make sure they know we back to owning the state. Things are back to the way they're supposed to be. Vanderbilt, hey, I'm not knocking Vanderbilt. I like that they're great people over there, but they're Vanderbilt, Billy.
Most definitely.
And we're Tennessee. We're the Tennessee freaking Volunteers, and we're going to go back to it. We're not going to see Vanderbilt. I hope they enjoyed that last 6 years, because they'll never see another 6-year run like they had again.
No, that's done. That streak is over for a while, man. I think our kids understand that, and the next 3 classes will continue the streak, man. It's time to get that streak back to the way it used to be on a lot of these SEC schools.
Well, you and I were hanging out with Jarvis Rito. Mm-hmm. What was your nickname for him?
That's Big School, man.
Big School. We was hanging out with him right over here on the other side of the wall. Me and Billy chatting it up. Jarvis thinks that Trey's gone. He should leave. What do you think?
I mean, I think, you know, he had an okay year, average year this year. If he's healthy right now, I say yes. And the reason being because you're not promised to make it through another season healthy. And I mean, me, myself, I can contest to that, because I did the same situation but of course, I didn't know anything about leaving early back in those days. And injuries play a big part of it. You know, Trey, he's finally got through a season where he's healthy and the doctors think he's okay to play ball. I don't think there's anything else he can learn here at the University of Tennessee. You know, offensive lineman is a little bit different, you know. Only thing Trey needs to do now is get stronger and learn how to play offensive line a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
And that's what the NFL teaches you.
I mean, I'd like to see him come back. I would, as selfishly as a Tennessee fan. But he got rolled up before warm-ups yesterday, and he still played in the game, but he got rolled up, man. You never know. Like that play that ended your career, I didn't even see anything that, like, out of the ordinary. You falling down and somebody falling on you and they stepped on your ankle.
Never know, man.
Never know.
Never know.
And these kids, a lot of them come from family. I know Trey Smith. He's a smart kid. He could make it without going to the NFL, but he needs to try to go.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I mean, that's what the kid's dream is to go to the NFL,
Now, I don't know if he'll get drafted because he's been banged up so much, but he could probably get picked up on, a free agent, undrafted player, maybe make a team. And if he's got what it takes, this is the time to try it.
Trey, he'll get drafted. He might not be a first-day player, but he most definitely will get drafted, You got to see some of these other guys that got drafted in the same situation. Trey's injury situation is not his body, it's the blood clots.
Yeah.
That's huge in a sense. It's not like nerve damage. It's not like he tore a knee up or a back or anything. He still has all the intangibles to be a great pro athlete. So I still think he has a great chance of being great in the NFL. So if he leaves, I wouldn't be mad at him. Like you said, I'm kind of selfish too. I want to see these guys come back and see what they really can do. Him becoming a senior and see what he can do.
I'm not even against, him coming back, lose his eligibility, maybe cut his hair, change his name, steal some identity, come back, play another 4 years. That's just me. But I think he needs to go. What about JG? Is he going to be back next year?
Yeah, he'll be back.
I heard somebody on the radio say, nah, he might transfer.
Nah.
I think JG did a lot for the fans. Man, do you know what it takes to just the mental toughness to play quarterback as it is? And halfway through the season, everybody wanted you out of town and never, ever, ever, ever come back. Mm-hmm. And he came in every week. He completed passes. He did just enough, and he just had the confidence. And I'm proud of the kid.
Most definitely, man.
I'm proud of him.
I can't say anything bad about the kid because I played this game, man. People are going to be on you regardless. He did what you're supposed to do as an athlete, a student athlete. Continue. Don't worry about what anybody says about you. Sticks and stones may break your bones. Words will never hurt. And he continued to battle throughout, whether he had an injury, whether, the coaches benched him, he didn't look at it as negative. He just kept on coming and coming. Mm-hmm. And that's what I said. That's the meaning of being a true VFL. Everybody don't understand that situation, because there's so many ways that I can come up with why he's a true VFL.
And everybody, all his teammates, I saw Trey Smith tweet that, that's my brother and all that he had to put up with. Maurer was congratulating and said, hey, he's a tough kid, and we're going to have some quarterbacks next year, bro.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have some. But
somebody's transferred. I don't know who, but somebody's transferred.
It won't be JG. It's going to be one of those two that everybody's been wanting on the field
like
this
JT
year.
or Maurer or somebody
It will be those. But I understand that, these kids are here. They want to play. They want to be on the field, and that's how it is. But you already know, man. You got to wait till your turn too, though, man. Whether you have the red shirt or anything, but I really don't think the freshman is going to come in and start like everybody thinks. Yes, he's a good kid, but he still don't have those hours. It's very rare that you get a freshman quarterback come to college.
This ain't the MAC. This is the SEC.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. SEC it's a different breed, man. This is a mini NFL if you look at it, man. These guys are in and out football players. That's what these guys came in for, man.
They just showed Lamonte Turner's 3-point to beat VCU. That was a good win.
Oh, yeah, man. He's a tough kid, too, man. Because he cramping up like,
yeah.
Great game.
All right, let's talk about the story. Everybody waited. I waited at the last so they could hear us because they know what we're going to be talking about. JaJuan Jennings. It seems like, Billy, every week there's some sort of controversy. There's a helmet grab, there's a jersey grab, now there's a face stomp. I saw it, but I'm going to hold off. You want me to give you my opinion first, then you go first?
All right, go ahead, man.
All right, I think JG was locked and loaded. He knocked him. Yeah, it might have been a step out of bounds, but it looked like, now, we don't know what Ben said. We have no idea. All we have is the visuals. It looked like they were stumbling over each other, and like that player was trying to hold on to him or whatever. And JaJuan Jennings finally got up, and he turned to walk away very demonstratively, and he stepped on his face on accident. I don't think JaJuan Jennings would have done that on purpose, and had he known he'd done that, he wouldn't have been prancing up and down the sideline, chest bumping everybody like Al Wilson. All right, your turn.
Bobby, I'm gonna just be honest with you. You know, it's to be honest with you, it's nothing to really even talk about. You know, because if it was something to talk about, there would have been a lot of flags thrown over there on that situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if they went back and reviewed it or anything like that, but what I saw was a basic football play. All I saw was a bunch of people surround them because that's what they do to try to separate these people so there won't be any issues because you're on the opposite team's sideline.
Yeah.
All I saw was a kid made a tackle on top of him. I can see the guy with the ball brace himself with the fall. I see JaJuan on top of the kid. I see JaJuan face mask all in his face with the chin strap on his nose. And all I see is this man getting helped up by one of his teammates. And he gets up and he steps on the guy's face. But all he did was step.
Yeah.
That is only thing he could have done was step. He wasn't looking right there because as you saw, he's going and turning his head.
Mm-hmm.
And for everybody to say, I'm going to say this, for everybody to say that he was already down there for 2 seconds looking at this guy, so you tell him he's premeditating that, oh, I'm going to stomp on his face while I'm getting up and turn my head. Come on, guys, this is football. Nobody thinks like that. Everybody thinks like that because they want to hear something negative.
Yeah.
Get on with it, guys. Get on with it. All the kid did was get up and got ready to go to the next play. He got up. As you saw him get up, he was excited because he started slapping himself on the helmet. Mm-hmm. He was like, yeah, baby.
Oh, he was fired up.
Yes.
He was fired up.
No, nobody get fired up or stomping on somebody's face. And for anybody that said he stomped on him, come on, man. Get a life, guys. This is football. Get a life,
definitely
guys.
wasn't on purpose.
No, it wasn't. It was not intentional at all, man. It was a basic football movement. Wasn't nothing about it. He wasn't doing anything, dancing on his face or stomping on his face or anything. I don't care if it was Vanderbilt doing it to him on the same thing. I would say the exact same thing.
Yeah. Well, we'll wrap this thing up. It's been a great year. We're going to be doing a lot more player interviews between now and the bowl game. Before we go, tell me what bowl prediction you have. Where do you think we're going?
I don't know, man. I still say I want to stay here at home, man. Play here in Nashville, you know. The fans will support the bowl. You know, we'll sell the stadium out. And also, you know, whoever's coming to play Tennessee, they'll have a good place to come visit Nashville and, you know, do some sightseeing and stuff. And I know everybody want to go to Florida because of the weather, but I'm not worried about the weather, man. I mean, if you haven't been to Florida by now, it's
you don't want to go to the Gator Bowl. Hey, I truck down in Jacksonville all the time. It's right at the end of MLK, US 1. I don't know how Jacksonville got an NFL team, but that's beside the point. I don't like the Gator Bowl. I know they have the cocktail party down there, but of course that's probably a good place for all them drunks, you know, all down there. But Outback Bowl, it ain't that bad, but Tampa ain't the best city in the world. But I think it's going to be one of those two, Outback or the Gator Bowl.
Yeah, it will. It will.
And that's where I think we'll go. But I like your idea of staying, you know, the Music City Bowl. We got screwed the last time. Was it the last time when we played North Carolina? Was that the Music City Bowl?
Yep.
When they had that substitution bull crap?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. But anyway. All right, guys. Y'all know what's coming next. Thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. Hey. You wait till next year, Billy. We're going 15-0. I promise you that.
Yes, sir.